Melody was just a little bit too far deep that he had to use it to make sure that he survived. And, well, one lane that we haven't talked about too much just yet is the mid lane, right? Squad X going up against Melojul, although...
Bottom lane.
Okay, looks like he will.
Yeah, Melody, that's going to be our first blood. Taking a fight inside the Firestorm, and with 2 points in the kick, actually in the lane for Sayush. Big kill for them to be able to find, and of course, down bottom.
I mean, yeah, because you're not killing this Underlord, you know, especially with that DD being used, right? Maybe when the line hits onto level 6, you can, just to bully him out of this lane. But for now, it really feels like Natus is just going to pick up way too much farm down on this bottom side.
And should be able to get the kill onto Melody. Sayush and Squad X, they're going to be a couple names that we'll say together through the entirety of this game. TP's top along with the... Alright, I mean, this is about to be 5 heroes on VP. Just cut your losses. It's unfortunate that Malik is going to be fed to the wolves. Surge has already been used, and they're going to be able to chase him down as well. Squad X tries to take it. It's going to be F and G. Simultaneously, though, we got another move down bottom.
Yeah.
Shigetsu with the help of Melojul. I don't know if that was the remnants of the DD, but regardless, a big kill for them to find. And this is going to continue the incredible start that Shigetsu's had.
Melody will be able to get a nice little deny onto the shield rune, but yeah, this is the one that Squad X is like, all right, I'm getting a little bit tired of this stupid Nature's Prophet just consistently playing around me. Melojul, not wanting to put himself in harm's way too much, but seeing that the Shaker doesn't have much mana to play with.
They might be able to kill him now. As soon as he jumps back in.
This bottom one now, tier 2, is going to feel a lot more of that pressure. That's one of the advantages of playing a Terrorblade over a Sven, right? A Sven just as capable of a TB as winning a fight and then transitioning that into...
Ooh, oh, they got turrets. Okay. So, I mean, top lane, they're going to be able to get the Darkseid, but bottom lane, they're also on the Terrorblade. So, it will be a 1-for-1 across the map. And this was a really good read. They ping out straight away that cliff ward. We saw Navi, as soon as they saw the TPs go out to top, they pathing might lead them to knock on the higher gunner where Terrorblade is. We do see, though, Kiritich going to be able to reposition accordingly. Nonetheless, they'll be able to get an Observe Ward down, which could set up for an eventual fight. Melody, though, inside the river. Well, that's where the first point of contact's going to be. Malik, though, it's going to be a pretty huge turnaround. Shigetsu, they'll still get the stunner, but it doesn't matter. That was all they were waiting for. The wombo combo means Shigetsu is now looking at the Earthshaker as well. He'll be able to... Okay, never mind. Both sides got their own wisdom room. VP actually going to try and take a fight. They're a little bit split right now on Navi. And they have a really good lane ward further to the south as well. Navi going to go for their own smoke. Swap back Shigetsu. With the first point, they'll jump in with the Echo Slam as well. Dana's going to do his best to protect him, but they haven't killed off Shigetsu just yet. They have an opportunity to turn, secures the kill, and a dieback out of Sayush as well. He's looking to rejoin, but means they are so far away protecting Squad X, and that gives a streak over to Shigetsu, and screw going for the remaining members of VP. This will eventually be a fight. And now with a DD as well. Do you give that to the Earthshaker? Do you give that to the Terrorblade?
I would give it to Shaker, personally. Maybe they're even going to use it as bait. See if Melojul looks to check in that general sort of region.
Oh, they're coming. Wait, hang on. Denial? An aggressive start. Should be a 1-for-1 as well from multiple people. 2 fights breaking out simultaneously. The wall's already being used. Meanwhile, down to the south with the double damage room, though, Terrorblade is getting kited for the moment. Double buyback out of Virtus.pro. A very messy start to the fight. But Navi did commit relatively heavily as well. They're going to reinitiate a dieback out of FNG, but they're taking a fight into Kiritich's domain. As he's going to feel super strong playing on this left side where he has this ward set up, and in the end, it's gonna kill him. Okay, he should tick out, maybe, unless he gets back in time.
Oh my god.
Are you serious? Guys.
Are you crazy?
Unnoticed.
Has to be a little careful here. And
Shigetsu, he's gonna jump on over the top, and with a finger denial and Shigetsu. Oh, they just blow up, notice this Underlord. This is supposed to be take a hero. You've gone for a bunch of auras, but with just these 2 heroes, they're able to clean him up.
Yeah, Nullifier really not providing him too much help there, and well, he is going to be on the deck for the next minute or so, and even another dieback being secured by Melojul, so they're starting to crumble here on Virtus.pro. I understand him walking up into that sort of area. That's where they had the control previously towards the outpost.
Melojul's not here as well. He's going to start to TP to the team. They'll see the illusion popping with the smoke. Malik would be huge if they can get him first. Denial just might be an easy kill with him tipping into the outpost. Is he going to commit to it or not? He will. Force stuff over to the right side. Squad X, quick crit. They get the kill. Shigetsu now, all eyes on what this Sven's going to be able to do. He's going to try and drag back Kiritich. They want to split away though. Navi feeling a little bit hesitant, especially with their supports being isolated. They weren't playing behind the carries. Melik though sees an opportunity to jump in, but quick reactions out of the force stuff gets Kiritich some distance away. Squad X going to try and get the opening. Sven's falling low, dude. Look at the damage. All right, maybe this is the fight that Virtus.pro been waiting for, as they can now dealing with the remaining components. Kiritich, no Sunder, and it will matter in the end as Melodil up against the world, turns to the Earth Spirit as well, and now they're going to try and chase up the Squad X. Denial going to get the stun. What? Just missing almost. Maybe they're going to be able to reclaim this triangle, at least at the bare minimum. This 25 talent's going to be pretty big on this Terrorblade. Is very far behind in regards to the experience. Well, Squad X, he ran into Melody. That's just a free kill to be able to start. Oh, he has to echo for it. 70-second cooldown with the Octarine and Spell Prison, but nonetheless, it is echo now down.
I really feel like Shigetsu feels enabled by that.
Who rolled in? Sayush! They just rolled in, and Melik now, again, they're going to be able to get the Terrorblade illusions. Can they look to use it to their advantage?
Good swap.
A nice reset out of Virtus.pro. FNG, though, puts himself in harm's way. Meanwhile, wait, how'd Shigetsu get there?
Yeah.
All right. Aegis now, they should be able to deal with the first life. Beautiful timing out of the Hex. It's going to buy some time for Shigetsu, but he used everything. No BKB, no God Strength, meanwhile Kiritich, he's still got the meta to go. This needs to be an all-out retreat from Navi, but can they cut their losses? Looks like it will be. Melodil ducks into the trees. They will scan. They know someone's still here. From the Earth Spirit, how can he use this enchant Remnant inside some of the fights? Does he jump in, Remnant one of Navi's members and kick them away? You know, he's got a lot of potential now.
For me, it feels like this next, let's say...
Well, FNG might start with a swap.
Yep.
Onto Shigetsu with the instant Echo Slam as well. They're not going to mess around. Everything used to get the kill onto the Sven. And now Navi, do they buy back on the Sven, or do they just try and retreat? There's the buyback and there's the reinitiation. There's Melodil. It's a bit off the mark though, Kiritich. He's going to be able to reposition back to the high ground. Meanwhile, over to the left side though, Denial, great timing out of the Hex. As soon as the Earthshaker jumped into the middle, Denial was quick on the fingers. VP, now it's their turn to disengage. Just notice, he'll make it away, but Shigetsu wants revenge and he'll find it. 2 swipes to the big sword, shuts down FNG. That's no venge for 80 seconds.
That's no buyback though for the...
People back! Shigetsu caught out of the river. What can they do to protect him? He's got the BKB. Force stuff gets some separation. Can they continue to keep him alive? As Virtus.pro gonna try and go on this opportunity, but Melik with the turnaround in trouble. Squad X jumps over the top. He's gonna be okay for the moment. Now it's up to Kiritich. Into the middle they go with the Demon Zeal. Kiritich is tearing them apart. Crits are raining down. They're gonna get Melody as well. Fish is there. Shigetsu wants to jump back in. He'll assassinate the Earthshaker. That's a dieback for him, and Shigetsu will live to tell the tale.
Oh, what a clutch decision. He buys the refresher as he's got to put himself on the front lines as well.
He's got the any gems?
Nope, no gems. Pops the smoke.
Where are they?
You would love FNG to be able to get this out.
Melody's got it. Approach is falling. Someone needs to scout. Really nicely done from FNG, just buying valuable seconds. Melodil's going to jump down to the south, outside the pit. They're just looking to try and TP out. Kiritich off the back of the BKB, but meanwhile, everyone else doesn't make it. Again, Melik, these vacuum into Sven cleaves. I mean, we've seen... is he going to... they're coming down on Navi.
It's bait. It feels like it's bait to me. He's level 25, so he could just come right back on in. He wanted to stick...
They lost their high ground advantage.
Yep.
FNG's inside the lane as well. They're going to try and hunt. Shigetsu, does he want to jump onto the Venge though? Of course, he's got the illusion instantly afterwards. Shigetsu's going to deal with it straight away as well. Meanwhile, down to the south, Melik tries to get the combo out, but they don't get the Terrorblade illusion at the moment. Still, Melodil is going to jump. It's all the emphasis put onto the Earthshaker and Virtus.pro. It's not the fight they were looking for. As Navi again, all signs of life from them. The spell casting is perfect. They barely break a sweat as VP crumble by the bottom outpost.
Didn't make this move, but it might be a little bit too late. Again, he's walking around on his own on the top side, and that's where FNG ends up seeing him.
All right, well,
EKB.
by Melody.
He can't. He'll swap.
No way, dude. How is he still alive?
Swap.
Someone kill this man. All right, there we go. Swap, but they're coming. Navi bringing up the rest of the 4 members towards this top side. Buybacks are still not up. One bad fight could be the end of this game as Melik's going to try and find an opening with the vacuum to get to. They continue to cancel the blink from the Sven. This is looking okay for Virtus.pro, but now with everyone getting split away, it means that no one's there to protect the Terrorblade. Another swap from FNG keeps Kiritich alive momentarily. They've got the Terrorblade illusion to work with as Kiritich wants to jump in. They're going to try and target down Shigetsu if they got the damage. They do not. Shigetsu will stay alive and now turns to catch up the Natus inside the trees. It doesn't matter about the ages. All it matters about is where Shigetsu goes afterwards. As they'll try and hex and bring him down. Shigetsu will die, but the rest of Navi now can swing on over. A 5-man wipe in the end, and they're going to instantly buy back to look to close out this game.
You just got to try and stop this backdoor protection as much as possible. They're spamming the voice lines right now, but you got the buybacks up in another 40 seconds. It's a matter of can you look to sustain long enough for that to happen. Right now, the Necrobook Archers, they're the ones that are being dealt with right now, and there's creeps inside the base. So this is an absolute nightmare for VP, having to go up against this gigantic army. They've gone all in on Na'Vi, but it looks like to me they could close this one out in the next 20 seconds.
They're going to try and celebrate with getting some kills as well, potentially unnoticed. After the Book of Shadow expires, it's not even going to matter. Their turn to be able to deal with the throne as Na'Vi strike first in our upper bracket semi-finals. What a performance from them. 71-minute thriller. They're going to take it in the end.
Sheesh. And
Draft, this bottom lane, Legion's usually one of the better offlaners to be able to deal with Shigetsu. Not when you've got a level advantage though, so you see that currently Melody and Shigetsu having a good time. They're actually going to try and jump in with FNG. Really nice starter step. Melody moves cleanly through the bramble, and yeah, FNG's rotation will give him nothing, and meanwhile it means Kiritich alone. So Denial and Malik, they sense a free opportunity with a vulnerable Kiritich. Easy first blood picked up for Na'Vi.
Yeah, instantly went for it as well as they make another jump in onto the Legion Commander. This time around, even Melody's level 2, so he's going to have that little bit of extra damage so that Shigetsu is going to be able to start making that permanent Agi stack start to build up.
Ooh. Dude, that would be so frustrating. You try and make your play bottom. Fine time, 21-6 compared to the 19-5 from Melody, bottom lane. Notice should be able to go down here with a blood grenade. Not enough, and meanwhile Melody forced to eat the Lotus. Gonna make sure he doesn't pop back out. Shigetsu's still hunting Notice, but Salva's being applied. They're gonna reinitiate onto Sayush, and as a result, they're gonna be rewarded with a second stack for Shigetsu.
Got to remember how last game went for that mid lane.
Oh, nice pounce. He's might be dead here unless the odds movement speed's enough, and it's not. Shigetsu. What a pounce from him over the tree line. Just nailed him. G, not done. Pretty good boundless timing. Stops the stun. We're going to try and turn it to Malik, but yeah, no way FNG lives, especially once Denial is playing on the outskirts, continue to right-click through. So Navi's lane. Without a doubt, this a huge organization. Not only Dota, I mentioned esports as a whole, Navi. I mean, this could really turn the tides of this game as a whole. Squad X, they're going to try and jump in, and that's a lot more damage than we're expecting, but Melody's able to get the swap in the nick of time, and now how can they take the fight? As Kiritich does his best to use the Wukongs along with the Jewel, everything for sort of the Death Prophet, and in the end, it doesn't look that bad for Virtus.pro, especially when Squad X lands a double stun in the tree line like that. It's going to be up to Shigetsu to turn the tide, but the vision as well. It's going to prove to be a little bit annoying here from Squad X. Still can dance in and out. So she's got another round of the spells as well. That should spell the end of this engagement. Pounce.
Going hunting with the rest of the boys.
Yeah, this next under 5 minutes for VP is super scary. You got Fissure as well. It doesn't matter if it's only level 1. That with the Slark it's pretty much guaranteed kills on a vast majority of VP heroes. And now this is pretty deep, but I guess they can swap him outside the tower's range. And nice turnaround though, but the stun lock Shigetsu. Not enough to be able to keep Notice alive, but they should be able to get the kill onto Mr. Malik. Instantly eats the Terrorize once he jumps in. And Virtus.pro, they find 2 kills as a result. Yeah.
Such a good feel. Like, it just blocked them off in between, made sure that they weren't able to confirm that kill super easily, and what should have been a 1-for-1 ends up being so much worse.
They're going to continue to hunt. Shigetsu pouncing 5. Oshik has got Echo Slam back up. Is he going to be fast enough on the TP though? Can blink over the top. Do they want to go for the Melodule instead? Another good fission, man. Squad X, what is he doing to them? These fissures back to back. Let's not speak about the Echo Slam. A little bit unnecessary. We can speak about all the other spell casting that he's had so far. They were incredible to be able to guarantee that double kill under the T2 tower. And now the Slark kill, they also see denial. So they might be able to get in range, and they will. That's going to reveal the ward on the cliff. Unfortunately with the Blade Bell, in fact, he actually ticked out, so they won't get the jewel.
It was a taunting Echo Slam, man. It was.
Shigetsu would be a gigantic kill. And the nighttime advantage might favor him. Smoke's gonna pop.
Ooh,
look at them, completely surrounded him. Instant reaction with the Shadow Dance. Echo's going to be out as well. The Solar Gun, it's going to be clutch. It will stop the duel from coming out. Melik's huge, but it's not going to matter. As soon as Natus holds him down for a second, Navi's still got to consider about taking the fight. They'll come in with the Exo, but Melik is split from the rest of the team. So it's another core that goes down, and now Virtus.pro, they're looking to clean up. They'll chase down Melody, and they'll even consider about Melodule as well. He's pretty goddamn speedy though with the Death Prophet. Or does he get greedy for the Arcane? Early BKB from Melik. Are you forced to commit now? It's looking awkward from Navi. I mean, Melik's going to be so cautious inside these fights. They might jump him with a fissure from outskirts. Nice swap from Melody. Squad X gets an opening for the double Echo Slam, but it's not enough to get the kill. A lot used from Virtus.pro. Curativ's going to be able to hunt down Melody. There's a duel out, but with the Solar Guard, and it's not going to be enough sustain as well. Once the rest of Virtus.pro make it up on the high ground, they can also chase down Melody because Shigetsu never felt free to enter the fight. We didn't see the impact of the Slark, and it means that Virtus.pro will find 4 members and they go completely untouched inside that team fight.
It's just the difference in positioning, right? We were talking about how it blinks.
Dude, this would be a great spot. This would be a great spot for Virtus.pro, especially with Navi already losing their resources, and they're here to take the fight as Natus gets a jump in. Swap's going to make it awkward, but the Wukong's command gives him firm control of the area. How can Squad X look to use the Echo? It's just solo onto the Death Prophet, but it will take him out of the equation. And now Denial's going to be chased down from FNG. They're not even done just yet, as Melody as well is caught over by the statue. As Virtus.pro, again, 0 casualties from them.
I think wanting to not give too much away. He's even got the Vindicator's axe, so if he's the one that's getting dueled, he's at least going to have a lot of that extra damage and armor component.
First one to run in forward. Really good wave of terror. Stops the blink of both these two heroes. But now Melodule's kind of caught in an awkward position. Ran forward to the Bramble along with a Wukong's Melodule. Despective and Squad X dunks on the head to finish the fight. Virtus.pro again. 3 fights in. Apparently you have a greater healing Lotus now for Natus, so...
Get the cheese, the block of cheese, come on.
It's just a meme at this point. Curative, I mean, he saw Melik and even gonna get a glimpse of Denial. Another kill. Oh, Melody ate the Wrath of Nature too. Can he get him rained on Natus? Yes, he can, thanks to Squad X. Up to 140 damage now.
This is where we really do see VP playing their best donor, right? Where they're able to do well.
Classing Navi in this one in particular. They're going to try one last desperation fight almost with a full wraparound.
I like it.
See if
like the full wraparound. Squish your target.
Sayush would be nice. It's daytime though. Shigetsu will jump onto Natus. Meanwhile, Squad X again, dude. These Echo Slams just tearing them apart. They never stood a chance. They're going to try and do whatever they can. Rubik gets back inside the base off the back of the duel. The swap is there at the last second, but importantly, it's the cores on Navi that are just unable to stand strong and fight. You've got stuns to worry about, you've got Wukongs to worry about, and when you try and fight inside them, it's never going to go well. As Virtus.pro, when was even the last time someone died on this team? What a way for them to send us to a game 3. Very dominant.
Thanks, Griff, for pointing it out. Himself in a good spot to make sure that that doesn't happen. If he moves on forward, he's the one that's going to get Stormhammered and Inkswelled. Has to be very careful of when Navi hit up onto that level 2 mark. Offside though, FNG. in the face, but Denial's the one that's actually taking a lot of the damage.
I mean, they had to step back over to deal with the missile, but meant that he wasn't retreating back to the tower. So Kiritic strikes first in our final game of this series. About that, but
it just puts so much pressure onto Malik, right? Like, you do not have the level of farm that you're wanting, and it just opens up so much kill threat for FNG when he does start to make these rotations. They're even going to steal away all these stacks.
Oh, this could be huge though. Melody with a jump in. They're going to have the Solar Guardian to try and combat this. They will step outside the golden ring. But now Melodul's only got one more astral step, and SquadX going to be able to chase him down with a Sonic Wave, clipping onto 2. And now with the grand prize is going to be the stacks as well, as they can easily clean them off with all 5 heroes here. This is noticed. 1900 health they have to go through from him, and they're also going to miss him as well. They're going to get anyone?
Nope. They even saw the Enchantress career as well, so they're thinking maybe if they patrolled over left, they could get FNG, but it is not worth going on this Ench. Level 8. Is she going to be able to survive? Oh, you needed everything to be able to take him out.
Sayush as well
would be a big one.
Solar Guardian to turn it in, and now this might give an opportunity for some of the rotations. So still SquadX. He's got a free fight now for the Queen of Pain, and now with the Gyrocopter showing up, Navi, there's nothing they can do to turn the fight. Malik tries to disrupt, but the Crimson, with that on cooldown, did it commit on SquadX? Have they got the damage with the 3? Melodul's going to be able to pop the double damage room, but yes, you get the kills, but you've got to bury your own grave with jumping into the middle as Natus can clean up, and of course Kiritic as well goes untouched inside the team fight. So you
try and stop this as much as they can. They have their own firestorm.
He's going to be able to activate the Satanic and try and turn. Nothing to really hit off at the moment. That would be huge if they can deal with the first life without committing heavily, and that'll be the case in us SquadX. Nice timing with the banishment as well is going to be able to keep them alive for the moment, but the rest of Virtus.pro is starting to sweep inside their own base, as they should be able to get the double kill into the support. Shigetsu's going to try and TP on the stun lock. Is it enough? There will be. Now noticed as well, deep inside Navi's territory. Can they punish? This might be the one opportunity they will get to find a way back in, but effing... no, I don't mind. Just Axarinth is all I'm thinking about right now. Navi. See what they're going to be able to do off the back of the smoke. First time they've kind of been more proactive, and especially moving into VP's territory as well. Gyro is split from the team. FNG 2 hit, make it 3 from Shigetsu as Natus jumps in as well. It's a great swipe, stunning onto 2. Now been able to kill off the support, as now they can isolate Shigetsu. So that's the BKB to work with. Meanwhile, Malik as well is trying to go back to the rip, but won't have an opportunity. Shigetsu stunned up, still with a Solar Gun. He's going to try and TP out. He should be able to make it, but very, very close in the end. And still, it's a fight that favors...
Oh, they're going to get rid of this mission on the high ground, scout out the fact that the smoke was happening, so they're going to be able to set up. FNG
nice ward,
just sending his creep in on the front lines. Might look
they're going to re-smoke as well from Virtus. Alright, FNG once again, but there's the counter initiation. They're going to do what they can to protect him, and now they'll turn as well with a Solar Guardian stun once again, piercing BKB. It's going to be disastrous for Navi on the bridge. It is just a trap. Nothing they can do to escape. Virtus.pro can walk it down now.
On point.
Dude, they're going to do no damage. They just got AC, and they have this Ogre creep as well. It's going to be way too much armor for them to go through. They're going to try the long wraparound. Pretty good read from Sayush, though. Smoke's going to pop with the Observe Ward. Melodul's able to get him in the tree line. They'll waste the Solar Guardian. And now this is an opportunity for Shigetsu to jump inside the middle, but still with the Sonic Wave pushing him away. That's it. You weren't able to win the fight. Age is going to go in the hands of Virtus.pro now. You'll get a couple of kills just before you're even able to get the grand prize. And they're even going to go through the... Oh, no.
Nice try.
Push from them. Malik.
0 deaths.
Ooh. Uh-oh, Malik, not looking good. Can try and pop the Greaves to repair some of the damage. Melodul can even think about jumping in. They're fighting underneath the Firestorm. We are seeing VP starting to fall a little bit low, especially FNG, but Shigetsu is nowhere to be seen without the God Strength. And he's back up now for him, but the Blink's getting cancelled. And it's going to give Virtus.pro enough time to be able to retreat and set up another formation.
One last fight, feels like, for Navi. One last... I mean, as long as they're not grouping up as legit 5 and getting cleaved down as a team underneath a Firestorm and a double Astral, I really don't see them anyone dying in this engagement. He has finished up that
Underlord bought that.
so,
Okay.
Wasn't expecting the rapier. Yeah.
And yeah, they're gonna call it. Not even attempt one last fight. Virtus.pro. They're going to be able to take our first series of the day. Game 1 was very, very crazy back and forth, but Game 2 and Game 3 for the boys on VP. Clean, just a business-like